Thank you to Paperlike 2.1 for sponsoring today's video, which makes writing and drawing on any iPad feel more like paper. Hi, it's Simon, and it's time for a few more tech tips to boost your efficiency. For a lot of people, choosing between a MacBook and an iPad can be tricky. But today, I want to show you some great ways of using both at the same time and how to make the iPad and MacBook a productivity dream team to supercharge your workflow with some of the best tips, approaches and apps to use these devices together, or just simply get a clearer idea of which one is best for you. And of course, we'll sprinkle a few thoughts from Pepper the cat in, who thinks she's the real productivity guru around here. Let's kick things off with the most obvious and quick way to start using the iPad directly with your Mac, which is Sidecar. Now, this feature allows you to use your iPad as a full second display for your Mac. It's like having an extra monitor that you carry around, and with the new iPad Pro, the best quality tandem OLED monitor available. So this is a great option for portable and remote working, and I love it for remote editing, particularly on Final Cut Pro, because the color grading on that iPad screen is chef's kiss. To enable Sidecar, click the AirPlay icon on your Mac and select your iPad from the list. Now, Sidecar is a fantastic option for expanding your workspace on the go, and you don't have to buy a second monitor if you have an iPad, giving you more room to work. So you could also use this for coding, or even just having your emails open on your screen while you want to work on the other. Now, I've paired my setup with these cool half case, half stand covers from Moft that are brilliant for a low profile but ergonomic way of doing this. So which device for me is the primary device? Well, to be honest, that actually depends, and that's why the next option for linking your iPad to your Mac is by far my favorite and the most useful: Universal Control. Now, this feature allows you to use a single mouse, trackpad and keyboard across your Mac and iPad seamlessly. It's like having a magic wand that controls both devices. Then I can seamlessly do iPad OS focus work, signing contracts or researching and highlighting documents, and then jump back to my Mac for the usual admin and editing work that I might want to do on Mac OS. So to set up Universal Control, go into your system preferences on your Mac, then Displays, and then enable Universal Control. On your iPad, you can go to Settings, General, AirPlay and Handoff and turn on your cursor and keyboard. Now, what's really nice about this feature is the ability to drag files or images between devices across both operating systems just with a flick of your wrist, eliminating that need for constant airdrops between devices. It's smoother than Pepper's fur after a good brushing. Now, this feature is perfect for multitasking, whether you're editing a document on your Mac while referring to notes on your iPad, or sketching ideas on the iPad and transferring them to your Mac. It's particularly good for annotating ideas or revision notes, maybe for students, where you can take a screenshot on your iPad by swiping up from the bottom left, annotate it, and then just send it to your Mac. And if you're big on social media, maybe try using your iPad next to your Mac to update Instagram directly using your computer controls. And on that note, do me a favor and drop a like below if you're finding this valuable. And come follow me on Instagram, I guess. I really need to ask that more. Now, what really makes the case for combining an iPad with Mac has to be being able to use the Apple Pencil. It's a super powerful tool to use on an iPad, but it's often marketed towards artists and creators, right? Use it right though, and you can unlock a few cool ways to work across both and really improve your workflow. So next, let's look at a couple of apps that work beautifully across both devices and utilize this thing. Before that though, I want to let you know I've started using today's sponsor Paperlike as my screen protector, and it's amazing. Now, if you're like me and love using your iPad for writing, drawing, or taking notes, then you need to check these out if you haven't. And if you haven't heard of them, where have you been? Paperlike is like the original paper-feel screen protector that transforms your iPad into a digital notebook or canvas. And thanks to these unique nanodot technologies, you get the perfect amount of resistance when using your Apple Pencil, making it feel just like you're writing on some premium art paper. It really is quite impressive. I found it amazing to take neater notes. I've been more precise when I'm editing thumbnails in Pixelmator, and well, I just really like doodling on it when I'm in Zoom meetings. Now, there's millions of creators and doers around the world that swear by this stuff and make their best work using Paperlike. Plus, it maintains the clarity of your screen so you don't have any more of those annoying glares or smudges on it. And if you're worried about compatibility, don't worry, Paperlike fits all the latest iPad models, so you're going to be sorted even with those new iPad Airs and Pros. So if you want to elevate your experience on the iPad, head over to paperlike.com using my link below, and they even offer a free replacement or return within 100 days. So if you botch the application of it, you can get another one. Once you've tried it, you'll wonder why you ever did without it. So use the link in the description for the best value upgrade to your iPad you can make. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. So let me now show you my top apps that work seamlessly across both Mac and iPad using this. Number one, Notability. It's great for note-taking and PDF annotations. It syncs across devices, so you can start your notes on iPad and finish them on Mac. GoodNotes, another fantastic note-taking app, is great for handwriting recognition with its new AI feature. But if you are an Apple Pencil Pro owner, make sure you jump into that freeform Apple app for a great infinite workspace for project planning and note-taking that takes advantage of those newer Apple Pencil interfaces. It's a great serious option for group projects and student revision. Concepts, this is an interesting one I discovered recently. It's perfect for brainstorming and creating flowcharts. And how about this? I just discovered the Pencil Planner and Calendar Pro app. Not a catchy name, but it's actually wicked. It's an app that combines digital planning with handwritten notes, allowing you to write directly over calendar events. The great thing is that it will sync with the Reminders app and your calendar from other sources, meaning it's a great way to work in conjunction with something like Google Cal or Apple Calendar on your MacBook. And an honorable mention for the content creators out there, I'm using PromptSmart as my teleprompter app because, well, one, I can paste my scripts into it on my MacBook. 2, see them on my iPad immediately via the sync. And then 3, it tracks my voice and follows me through it as I speak. Amazing. It's $3.99-ish for a pro account a month, but that's saving me hours a week and well worth it. If you want to learn more about the tech and accessories I'm using with my iPad or for creating, make sure you also check out my recent videos on that I've linked below and will probably pop up here. Next, I want to share a bunch of quickfire tips and reminders that will help you make the most of using an iPad with the Mac. For those of you newer to iPads and Apple Pencils, these are some of the more advanced features that you mustn't miss. For the Apple Pencil 2 and Pro, the double tap gesture allows you to switch between tools quickly. And for Pro owners, make sure you fully explore those menus that can do loads of different things if you jump into them. Hover. If you have an M2 iPad Pro or onward, you can use the hover feature for more precise navigation. And with these Pros, we've got squeeze gestures, which allow you to trigger custom actions. And don't forget to try swiping up from the bottom right, you'll get an Apple Quick Note. Another advantage of using an iPad with a Mac is it's got a much more high quality webcam, so you can use it in continuity camera. This feature is great for video conferencing and for content creation. Simply open FaceTime or any video app on your Mac and select your iPad as the camera source. It allows us to take advantage of the new Landscape Edge front-facing camera that's better quality on these new iPad Pros and Airs for video calls, while still having a desktop available for working on or presenting from during a meeting. And we mustn't forget the M3, M4 chip capabilities, so make sure you are future-proof. The new M3 and M4 chips in the latest Macs and iPads bring incredible performance improvements, and perhaps most notably, they're ready to go for that incoming Apple Intelligence and Siri upgrade. So whilst we are not there yet, as I film, if you're looking to upgrade your device, keep in mind the forthcoming developments because they will unlock great ways to use your iPad in new ways. I think it will also mean that we can do more on an iPad using Siri, and I'm looking forward to soon just asking Siri to take action for me from the comfort of my armchair. So if you are upgrading, I think it's worth going for the 2024 iPad Air if you can, for a base for that neural engine spec. So we've collected a fair few great ways to make the iPad and MacBook go further together, or maybe it's just helped you decide on which is the right standalone device for you. And let me know which one you would pick in the comments and why if you had to. But let's face it, we also know how easy it is to overcomplicate your setup and approach to productivity, right? Leaving you more overwhelmed and in a mess than when you started. So to help you find the simplest systems and tools to work for you, I recommend watching this video next for my favorite ways to do more with less effort, and make sure to jump across to bettercreating.com to join my new free part-time productivity challenge. Make sure you check out Paperlike for your iPad and click my face to get subscribed here if you haven't. I'll see you on the next one.